Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys my recap on the new episode of Fate Grand Order絶対魔獣戦線 Babylonia, or you can call it Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia on episode 2. Now, this episode right here was pretty cool, and we get to see a couple new characters, especially that ending right there. Opening and ending, opening, OMG, I expected them to stay hidden, but oh wow. But okay, enough of me being a little like, bleh, and being cringy in all my videos, which I always am. Let's just get this recap started. We had to it that Ritsuka, along with Mash and Enkidu, are seeing the demonic beast attacking the fortress right now, and of course, humanity itself is able to actually push them back, which is really cool. And eventually they end up having to go through a forest whatsoever, and they end up meeting up with a guy named Merlin and a little girl named Anna, which the names are going to be revealed later in the episode anyway. So aside from that, when Merlin looks at Enkidu and says that the person is Enkidu, we see too that Merlin explains something about in history where Gilgamesh was supposed to go grab the immortality herb after Enkidu died, and of course, like they end up realizing after Merlin gives out a lecture about that, Enkidu ends up attacking them, and we realize this is the fake one. Well, in terms of like seeing how he's attacking them, it is possibly a fake, not to mention an enemy. And we see to it, of course, they don't really stand a chance against them, but Anna managed to like give enough distractions for everyone to actually escape through Merlin's magic whatsoever. Of course, Enkidu also gives out a hint about saying that I can't leave her alone all day, so I'm also just withdraw for now, you know? And of course, we see to it that Mash, Ritsuka, along with Anna and Merlin introduces each other, and Fu ends up kicking Merlin in total anger and rage, you know? And we get to see to it that Romani was actually surprised that they are actually talking to the Merlin and says, show me your true form then, you know? Which is something that Romani needs to know, because we get to see to it that Merlin is actually the grand caster of mages, but he's actually very useless in offensive battle. Now, let's get this straight, okay? We all know Merlin and FGO. Come on now. There's not a single person who plays the game does not know Merlin. And you will see him in the support list almost 99% of the time. That's if you like need that support whatsoever. Those of you guys who played the game, obviously you know what I'm talking about. Those who haven't, well, you're going to be confused as hell. But we also get to know that Merlin is the scummiest, dirtiest motherfucker on the planet. Well, in Fate lore that is, and possibly in other histories too, if you actually done your fair share of research. But aside from that, me being off topic, etc., Merlin ends up explaining a couple things of what's been going on here in Babylonia, or Uruk in other cases, you know? But aside from that, they're gonna have to like take a day's break after getting some history lessons, and they end up talking about what's to come and what's been happening, and especially they talk about Gilgamesh, you know? Now, come on, we all know who Gilgamesh is. If you've been a Type Moon fan or a Fate series fan, you should know who he is. Those who haven't, well, you're gonna be like, who the hell is Gilgamesh? Not gonna say anything here, obviously, but aside from that, continuing on with the recap, we see to it that Mash, Merlin, Anna ends up going to Uruk, and it's very lively there. It looks like it's in a peaceful state, even though it's in dire situations, you know, when you are up against an infinite army of beasts going after the fortress in Babylonia, etc. But aside from that, Merlin does warn Ritsuka, or the Master of Chaldea, that Gilgamesh is very tyrannical, and you should be careful about him. Whether you approve or disapprove about his opinions or not, he will kill you. I'm like, oh man, that's just scary as hell. I forgot how tyrannical or a tyrant Gilgamesh is back then. I mean, like, we all still know that he is still a tyrant and much of a jerkhole, if I have to say so myself. Man, he'd be slaughtering me right now if I said that in front of him. But aside from that, continuing on, we see to it that they finally meet Gilgamesh, etc., while he's doing reports here and there. And I'm thinking in my mind, yeah, this guy's having it rough. Although he is a king whatsoever, it's his job in a certain sense. Not to mention we get to see Shidori. OMG. I'm pretty sure you guys might be thinking, man, dude, stop being cringy. Hey, man, if you played the game, you would know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be hiding my emotions when seeing Shidori and many others in any cases, you know. So if anything else, let's just continue on and on. Anyways, we see to it that Merlin, on the other hand, brings Mitsuka and Mash in front of Gilgamesh, and they end up having a little small talk here and there. But we see to it that Gilgamesh says, I'm not here to talk to, I'm not going to do the talking, so I'm going to test out your skills in battle, which I go like, oh boy, here comes battle mode whatsoever, and the episode ends there. Anyways, the opening and ending song was pretty phenomenal. I mean, like many people say it's meh, but I think it's pretty fun. Although I will somewhat agree that the opening was meh, and then like the ending song was pretty cool. I still love them anyway. I still love both the opening and ending anyways, and I'm looking forward to see like what Fate Grand Order Babylonia is gonna be going to, you know. Anyways, that's about it, people. I mean, like, nothing much I can really give out here. And, of course, my command spells are all gone. Okay, enough jokes aside. I'll be sure to see you guys in my next video, which will come up in about another 45 minutes or so, depending on the situation. So, until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot! Chaldea forever!